but nevertheless, I worked with an interpreter in Hausaland for years.
Yes.
And never acquired any Hausa.
Well, maybe it's the other way around. Because you had an interpreter, you never learned any Hausa, rather than because you didn't have any Hausa, you worked with an interpreter, if you see what I mean.
I mean, the dictionary, which is a very, very great dictionary by Bargery, which is a kind of encyclopedia, was my constant companion.
Yes.
So I was extremely aware of the significance of the words that mattered.
Did you ever systematically try to learn the language?
Not systematically, because I knew it was hopeless.
Do you think this was a serious weakness? Or not?
No, I do not. I think it was advantageous. If you have a very good friend who is your interpreter,
yes,
the proceedings of talking to people are slowed up by the questioning process,
yes,
which is involved in interpretation, enabling one to take notes at the right pace. And I learnt this when I, much later, worked in the Fens,
yes,
where I found the people rambled on in a way which I found quite intolerable. And I could keep no order in the conversation because I could not ask them questions in the same way as I could when I was working through an interpreter. I think that there is a lot to be said for working through interpreters. And as I say, I was very interested in words. Indeed, I had glossaries and so on. But I did not speak the language. It is essential to know the words and to have the Bargery dictionary is one of the great dictionaries of the world. And I was fortunate enough to be able to obtain a copy. You must have that.
So you would be able to pick up particular words that were used?
Oh, yes. Yes, yes. And I mean, I would say to the interpreter, what was the word used? And so don't think that one is not taking any interest in language. One is taking a great interest in language. It's just that one lacks the ability to express oneself in the language. And I venture to think quite a number of people who think that they're good at languages miss a good deal because of their feeling that it's disreputable to work with an interpreter. I had a close friend called Rennie Pittin, a very excellent anthropologist who worked in Hausaland, who was an excellent linguist in Hausa, but she always went out with an interpreter.